Hey, what you giving him for his supper? Oh, good.
We're having spaghetti bolaise.
Well, you're getting very river dirty,
I'm
aren't you?
trying to improve the tone of our house. You have to keep up with the Tanners.
Oh, good evening.
Oh, you haven't seen Mrs. Tanner lately, have you?
Well, she's not flitted.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
No, she's usually home by now. Are you sure she's not in?
Well, not unless she's round back hiding at midden. If you see her, will you tell her I'll be back later?
Yeah. You never go to bed, these rentmen.
Can't afford to with customers like you, lot.
Oh, I say, tell that husband of yours that a pair of trotters will do him a lot more good than a spaghetti. Long-haired stuff. Oh, hello, Christine.
Hello, Mr. Tatlock. Is he not in?
Well, he told you. He's eloped from Martha Longest.
I knew he fancied her.
Well, I did see him at dinner time. He said something about he was going to go and get a suit. It's his half day, isn't it?
Oh, he's talking about getting a brown one from Charlton's window. I hope he doesn't.
Oh, I see. You wanting to buy his trousseau for him, are you? Why don't you like brown?
Don't mind. Oh, hello, Mrs. Appleby. Hello, Elsie. You doing time enough?
No, I've just been round to see Doc. Don't tell us when you're coming round to see us, will you?
Elsie, I can't turn a little man round with a sticker every time I want to come round here, can I?
Oh, all right. So leave it to our friends.
Oh, shut up, you. I've got enough troubles without you starting.
Oh, well, I'll leave you two to it. Ta-da.
Ta-ra, Mr. Tatlock.
Don't come the blushing bride of his stage fright with me, missus. I know you too well.
Where's he got to?
Ah, he's probably having a mad night out before he settles down. Come on, and I'll brew it.
Well, where do I sign it? Here?
No, down here.
Oh. I suppose this means that if you get sunburned or fall in the channel, it'll be all my fault, eh?
Yeah. Hey, it's a bit much, isn't it, having to have permission before you can go on holiday? Hey, but thanks, Consent.
That's all right, love.
Sad it is this. It's all melted away. I shall have to get you a new one sometime. What's that? Report?
No, it's the form for going abroad. I have to give it to Mr. Mealy tomorrow with my deposit.
All right.
It'll be smashing going abroad.
See, it's all gone down now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but you've been abroad before, to Ireland.
Oh, that's not abroad.
Oh, isn't it just?
No, not where you have wine and stuff.
If I catch you having wine over there, you'll be back on the next boat. I'm not kidding you.
Hey, they say it's smashing where we're staying. There's a big dance hall and slot machines outside and chip shops just like here. Huh?
Oh, why don't you stop here, then?
Well, it's not abroad, is it? Hey, where are you going?
Oh, well, we haven't decided yet.
Why don't you go on continent? You'd enjoy it.
Yeah, with it, I can take a cent. Oh, I can't fix it, look.
Have you no money?
Yeah, of course we got money. We just don't want to go for a week, that's all.
Because I could always cross my name off.
Yeah, look. This money with that form over on the sideboard there, so you can don't forget it in the morning.
Well, if it's going to be difficult,
You
Dad...
pay your deposit. Just don't change your mind, that's all.
Hey, why don't you go on a coach trip to New Brighton? They say it's smashing there for the day.
It's difficult, isn't it, sometimes, to visualize the full effect, just from a picture.
We would, of course, be willing to allow you to examine the garments in the privacy of your own home, Mrs. Walker. Now that we're going into credit drapery, we can afford more expensive lines.
Or you could go to the warehouse and choose in comfort there.
Do you know, Mr. Swindley, I think I might very well take the plunge. I really need a nice summery two-piece.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Walker.
Hello.
Just an ounce, please.
Yes. You've been spoiling yourself out, have you?
Yes, I've been to town.
Oh, yes, filling your bottom drawer.
Well, I bought myself a shirt, a striped one, and I got a little something, you know, for Christine.
Miss Nugent, do you know what Mr. Walker gave me on our wedding day? An teeny-weeny little brooch. And he bought the bridesmaids 2 lovely cocktail watches. I was green with envy.
Are all your dresswear needs taken care of for the wedding, Mr. Barlow? We've quite a big range at Gamma.
Well, I've just been to get measured at Charlton's.
Oh, yes. Oh, a very reputable firm.
They're a bit steep, mind you, but I thought it was a good idea to invest in a good suit, you know.
One never feels the pinch with Papagopoulos's painless payments.
What's Christine going to wear?
Oh, well, she won't tell me, and I haven't seen it, and I'm not supposed to know, am I?
I think brides look lovely in those headdresses that are just one single big white rose, don't you, Mrs. Walker?
Well, we hadn't thought of a white wedding.
Oh, no, Mr. Barlow, I wasn't saying that. I mean, I was just thinking that it looks graceful, one big white rose. Perhaps we could call back later when you've had a think, Mrs. Walker.
Thank you, dear, would you?
There may be 1 or 2 items in our range which would interest your intended. I did mention the subject to Mrs. Appleby.
Oh, Christine, well, look, she's coming round later on. Why don't you pop in?
Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt. I mean, you have your plans to make.
Oh, that's all right. You pop in. We'll be on our own anyway.
Won't be a minute, Florrie. You think these will take more than half an hour to dry?
Why, where are you off?
Pictures, you never know what you meet in the 2 and 9.
Oh, I see. Clean stockings in case you get run over by a bus.
You'll have to take my laundry in hand or I'll stick to black brassiers.
Ah, it's the weather we've been having. You don't feel like it, do you?
Yeah, what was it you wanted, Florrie?
Oh, the crystal one and the earrings to match. You said I could have them.
Have a good route in my jewellery box. Let's see. There we are. You'll have to blow the fluff off that a bit.
Where are you off? Oh, that club. What, the Orinoco? No, it's the Over 30s Club. They meet at the YMCA. What's it like? Is it swinging? I've only been once with Beryl Longford. What do they do? Well, they had a talk on emigrating and dancing, you know, records.
I think I left those earrings upstairs. I'll get them for you, Florrie.
Any nice fellas there? Oh, they're all right. They all seem to know one another. Some of them go around the hospitals entertaining. Oh, I feel a bit soft on the dancing on the floor with not many people there. It's a big room. They have sandwiches. Yes, well, I don't like showing myself up with nobody else on the floor. Looks as though it's going to be nice weather for your wedding day. Oh, yeah. I hope you'll be very happy, Christine. Thanks, Florrie. You might have thought I was upset about you and Fran, but I know when we were going out together that there was nothing in it. There was nothing, really. He likes you very much. Oh, he's a nice chap. You'll be all right with Frank. He's very straight. Yes, I know.
Here you are, Florrie, and don't go losing these down the back of any car seat.
No, I won't, Tar. I'll let you have them back tomorrow. Do you look all right? Smashing, Florrie.
Go on, you go to that club and knock 'em dead, kid.
I think it's brought the boards up a bit.
Oh, well, however did you do it?
Or one of Sonny Jim's packing cases got stuck.
Yeah, well, it's pretty poor wood. You know, I've seen beer crates made better than that.
Hey, you come in drinking, or this is a bit of doorstep romancing?
Oh, I was just showing Mr. Tash locked my door. I can't get it shut.
Oh, they want to get that landlord out here with a hammer in his hand, made him do the street over himself. It's gone on far too long. I've seen him going into Foresters for his businessman's lunch.
Oh, he has been swinging the lead a bit.
You want to stick up for yourselves? I'm not frightened of Wormald. I tackled him in the middle of Bradshaw Street once.
Oh, Ina, whatever did you say to
I
him?
said to him, I'm not one of your tenants, and you don't know me, but I don't know how you can hold your head up with all the pointing that wants doing along Coronation Street.
Oh, he still hasn't done that wall outside my back bedroom. Rain comes through just like blotting paper.
Perhaps you better start and stir things up again, Ina.
Stir it up again, Mrs. Sharple,
You're
there.
very lippy for your age, aren't you?
I was only joking.
I don't like folk that get too sure of themselves. You don't want to get too spoiled just because you've got a woman. You're not King Kong, you know.
Oh, Frank.
Yes?
Christine's gone round to Elsie's.
Oh, has she? Right, I'll go get her. Right.
Well, come on, get it shut and else leave it open. You've now to stay. We want to get round to Rovers.
Hey, what's the matter, Mrs. Caldwell?
Well, we're a sort of a dilapidation party for her, you know.
Oh.
This house is unfit for human consumption.
I can't get my door shut.
Here, well, let's have a look at it. Oh, that's all right. I'll soon fix that for you. Look, I've got a bit of fibre one at home. I'll come and fix it tomorrow.
Oh, that's very kind of you. It makes my heart flutter if I have to put all my weight on it.
It'll be a pleasure, and we can't have you fluttering your heart over a door now, can we?
Oh, Frank Galahad. Hey, you won't start wearing a rose in your teeth tomorrow. You'll be writing poetry next.
He's a good neighbourly chap, is Frank.
Something very funny about him. Always thinking. He's the type that suddenly does something awful and gets his name in paper. Quiet.
If you ask me anything knocking about with Christine Arman's livening him up a lot.
Oh, it's been the making of him.
It's time he stopped living for that pipe of his.
It's your fella.
I thought you said I was coming round at 6:30. Where have you been?
I've been to town, Christine, and I've ordered my suit.
I thought you said you was waiting while next week, and I was coming with you.
Oh, that's all right, love. Hey, I've ordered the charcoal grey one.
Don't care what you've got. I thought you said you was waiting.
I'm just slipping round to Forest for some tea if you want a cup. She owes me a favour. Don't go till I come back, Frank.
What have you been buying?
Well, here, look. Have a gander. It's for you.
What's in the other?
Oh, it's another shirt for work. You're quite right, you know, about that other one. It has got a bit past it. Well, Andy, you know, open it and see what it is.
I hope you haven't been wasting your money.
No, I just saw it in the shop, you know.
Oh, thanks.
It's for your nighties, love. There's a little zip here.
Yes, it's very nice. Honest, it is, Frank.
Well, I'd have bought you some scent, but I didn't know what kind you had, you know, and, well, I'd have felt a bit daft, you know, standing there at the counter like.
You shouldn't have bothered, love.
Well, I hope you liked it. We'll have to think of a name for it, won't we? Oh, it's not my bridegroom's present, of course. Look, I'll get you something special, you know, to show off, like pearls or something, but, well, I just saw it in the shop.
I'll call him Frank. He's got a look of you around the eyes.
I like your dress, Christine. You look very pretty.
I can't marry you, Frank.
But before I married Ida, you know, she was so nervous that I had to go around and have breakfast with her on her wedding day.
Frank, I can't marry you.
Look, why don't you just slip your jacket on and we'll go back to my house and build up a big fire and sit quiet like.
I don't want to sit quiet. I thought I did, but I don't want to sit quiet.
Well, don't worry, lovely. All women feel like this just before the wedding, and I will look after you when we're married, Christine.
Frank, if I said it straight or went all round the houses, it'd hurt. So I'll say it straight. I can't marry you, love, because I'm not in love with you.
But I thought we could. I mean, we've said this before, and love could grow.
But I want to be in love on my wedding day.
You want? You're very good at wanting, aren't you? Don't you think you've left this a bit late?
Frank, I know I've left it late. I know I've led you on and that I'm unbalanced. And I want tying up and dragging round behind a horse and cart for what I do to people. But I've got to stop it now, love.
But couldn't we give it a try?
I'd kill you, Frank. You don't know what I'm like when I'm trapped.
I wouldn't trap you,
Well,
Christine.
you wouldn't have to, love. I'd trap myself. I run into traps. I should stand still. I run on roofs, away from men, towards men. Away from myself, mainly.
I wish you'd said something before. I mean, well, a bit since. It wouldn't have mattered so much because I didn't think you really meant it, you know, but just lately I really thought it was going to happen.
Well, tell me what to say. Tell me.
What is there to say? If it's best for yourself?
Yes, it's best.
You'll be on your own.
Yeah, I'll be on my own.
Look, can't we just sit down by the fire quietly for a few minutes? There's a few things want sorting out, and I feel a bit jumbled.
Why do people never hit me for what I do to them? They should hit me more.
Hello, Wacky, all right, then? Won't be long now, eh? We say the first 40 years are the worst, you know, Frank.
Hello.
Hello, darling. Is the queer fella in?
Oh, he's just putting his drinking shoes on. You better come in.
Right.
Hello, Frank. Hey! Hey, I thought you were coming in for a cup of tea.
What's going on, this? What is this? Chase me, Charlie, by the jacket.
Oh, look, Elsie, I'm off. I'll see you again, eh?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, lots are going on. Don't ask me.
Look, I'm late for the pictures. Come back and we'll go for a drink afterwards,
Oh, I don't want to drink. I just want to get in my kip and sleep for 10 years.
I take it it's all,
You take it correctly, Elsie.
Hello, Chris. Well, if it isn't Mrs. Tanner. Thought any more about that fireplace, then, have you?
Look, Uncle, can't it wait till tomorrow?
Tomorrow, lass. Tomorrow? There's no such day as tomorrow. You know, if it were left to you, nothing would ever get done.
No.
Now, I thought to myself, now, a photographer, I thought. You know, you have to water them in good time. I mean, they get booked up. Now, then, there's this...
Look, Uncle, I don't like starting out my life on a front doorstep, if you don't mind. Can we go in, Elsie?
Yes, go on. I'd like to let family know what did it in the end.
Aye, so would I. Hey, did what?
It's nice to be out again at night, isn't it?
Yes, I find the challenge of the doorstep most stimulating.
I like walking.
Fine weapon to have in our quiver, this student. Acres of displaced space in one's pocket, as it were.
I think Christine should find something nice for going away in among those. There's an enchanting little blue dress with a blouse defect.
Oh, yes. I find it quite exciting, you know, bringing this sales thrust into the home. Customer's always more relaxed, more impressionable by his own fireside. More receptive to strategy.
I wouldn't like you to become a fast-talking salesman, Mr. Swinsley.
Oh, have no fear, Miss Student. One merely learns to exert a little more pressure. Mr. Barlow did say be in at this time, didn't he?
It's done, it's done.
Ah, just like that, eh? And what's going to happen now?
I don't know, Uncle, but I just couldn't.
Now, you let him on all right, though, didn't you? The poor fellow's all but booked a place for the reception.
I didn't lead him on, Uncle. I was just walking blind.
Well, it's about time your eyes were opened. He'd have made you a good husband.
Yes, he'll make a good husband for somebody, not for me.
Well, you want to forget about this woman's magazine stuff you can't pick just for looks and love.
He's a fine one to talk after some of them he's picked. She just didn't fancy him, that's all.
Oh, didn't she now? Oh, well, that's a pity. And listen to me, young lady. Don't you kid yourself that opportunities like that grows on trees. You have to take what's going.
Why don't you just leave her alone? I think you've got a chick coming round here like a touring preacher. You're a belter to talk about marriage, you are.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, she wants to learn that the world doesn't spin round her whims and fancies. She'll have to stop showing herself up.
They're used to me doing that round here.
Look, she just can't grab what's going. She's got to wait until she's sure, otherwise it just doesn't work.
Whatever shall I do, Alice?
You're taking enough of him for a start.
But you can make a go of it with anybody, within reason.
You can make a go of it for one night, but what about all them breakfasts?
Listen, young lady, you want your backside tanning. Marrying him would have done you a power of good.
Do you reckon it would? I'm in no state to live with anybody. They can have marriage.
His black ones are at the menders.
Hang on, let's finish the rub here. Smell the place out.
All right, then. Hey, you're out of love right now, more than anything in the world. Plate of spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a knack, I'll beat it. Next time it'll melt in your mouth.
Yeah, well, it practically had me lashed to the table that time.
He will have to stop this chip shot like, you know.
Mm.
Who's that funny little lad in there staring at you?
Oh, he's one of my 40 thieves. Known to his intimates as Hammerhead Heaton.
I noticed you didn't let on you knew him. I don't suppose it's good for your position fighting with the kids of the 4A about whose turn it is in the chipping.
I'm not proud. Come on, let's go home and have a lie down. Look at that for window dressing. What artistry, what taste.
Oh, I love that pyramid of peaches. Very eye-catching.
Yeah, and I love the way that bottle of cream soda takes your eye up to the crepe paper there. Marvellous composition. Come on.
Oh! Oh, hang on, I've got to stand in the shoe.
Got ya! Now, go on, hop you, Beggar. I'll enter you for Newmarket, put all the housekeeping on it. Get your fish anyway. You all right?
And if you think you can come snivelling round to our house every time, you've got another thing coming. Oh. Well, you're Frank Barlow's lad, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I thought so. My name's Mason. I'm Christine's uncle.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen your dad?
No, not.
Well, tell him I can't make her see reason. If it was up to me, she'd go through with it and like it.
Why? What is it? What's happening?
Oh, he hasn't told you then? Well, I can't say that I blame him. She's not going through with it. That's what's happening. It's all off.
But why?
I don't know. She's ranting and raving in there. Well, it's a bit late for that.
No, she'll survive, I'm sure.
Oh, well, it's not her I'm worried about. So much as that father of yours. He's the same as me as your dad. He knows what marriage is. Sacred is marriage. Sacred, not something you can turn on and off like the television. They were all keyed up to this, I could tell.
Yeah, well, he'll just have to unwind then, won't he?
Aye. Well, tell him that I did all I could. You know, I'll give her marriage.
Oh, Ken, what have we done?
What have I done, you mean? Come on, let's go and find out.
I knew this would come.
Yeah, so did I. So I wanted to stop it early before it really hurt.
Ken, I can't face him. What will you do now?
I don't know, though. He'll probably just lean on us for a bit. Better wait to see if he comes anyway. He'll probably just go quiet for 6 months, that's all he'd do. You go mad just once.
You don't think you'll do anything silly, do you?
No, he hasn't got that kind of imagination.
Don't have to let him grind you down, you know.
I know, but landlords have money behind them.
It's the money they milk from you.
Ah, well, it's all right for you, Ena. You've only got old Swindley to handle.
And he'd be the worst slum landlord of the lot if I didn't jump on his back and get the spurs in every so often.
Well, what's he like, this Wormhole, the landlord?
Well, I never spoken to him, but he were very nice in a letter when I moved.
Aye. Honeyed words before the goal.
I can't seem to place him.
Lives in that big house on the corner of King Edward Road. His wife's one of them funny Higginson girls. Looks a bit like Shanghai Shek. Oh, you know him. Wears a grey trilby, got little eyes.
Oh, I think I've seen him around.
Get away, I don't believe it.
He's not short. He'd never miss Elsie Tanner's rent in years. It's a pity you don't all stick up with her against him.
Well, I would, but it wouldn't help. I live in Maudsley Street.
Oh, I know. You're very tough until it comes to crunch, aren't you? Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, Mr. Tatlock, when will she stop it, this kind of life?
Oh, come off it, Annie. You know those two would never have made a go of it.
Are you sure, Mr. Tatlock?
Well, I got it from that uncle of hers.
Oh, dear, she's a fool to herself. Oh, I know, I had my doubts about it right from the start, but it's cruel to decide now. She should never have started this whole sorry business.
Yeah, but Christy...
Evening.
Evening. Christine's like me, you know. She's like an awful lot of us. I think we ought to have a motto tattooed on the front of our heads so that people can recognize us.
Now, what is your motto?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, well, that's all right for her, but what about Frank with his charcoal grey suit and a new shirt?
He'd just have to wear it for ordinary living now, won't he?
Yes, me, they've been living in a daydream.
You're dead right there, you know, Albert. You could see Frank was only hanging on to the idea by his fingertips.
Yeah.
Hi, overheard snatches. It's what I think it is it?
Ah, you're dead right there, Mrs. Sharples.
I reckon somebody's waiting for her.
Who'll be waiting for Frank?
I don't know, Mr. Tatlock. You know, I thought she'd go through with it.
Aye, but it's better they're leaving him now than leaving him like some spare top hat at the registry office steps.
Yeah, he might be able to get over it at this stage.
But can she, when she reckons up what she's done?
Hey, what's all the excitement?
Wedding. Very exciting things, weddings.
No, there are some folks who'd like to see that wedding stopped.
Aye, you're right there.
All right, love, I'll leave you to it.
All right, Elsie. Chris, I'm not much use, but if I can be of any help, I'll...
Okay. Come on, I'll walk you to the corner.
Oh, I feel funny. All light and empty.
It's good. It's your tummy telling you to do the right thing.
Did I, though? Do you know, I just drift into things. They should take me away. I'm not safe.
A bit of a risk myself. Hey, think we could find somebody who'd make us safe?
Well, there's plenty of men in the world. Do you reckon I ought to have stayed on? Carried on and pretended like and kept the bargain what me and Frank agreed?
You can't keep bargains like that, love. We're not the type. You know, I ain't kidding myself with men, although goodness knows I've tried to thousands of times.
It was just one moment. Don't even know when it was, but everything in me screamed out no.
You don't have to tell me, love. I've been through men like a pack of cards. Now you're with them and you think, oh, this is lovely, I'll have another gin and into you marvellous, and all of a sudden, he touches you. Or it's something he says. Or it's the way he has his hair cut. And you know it's not him.
Who is it, though?
Oh, if I knew that, love, I'd be on the Golden Mile, Gypsy Rose Tanner. No, I think it happens when you're with them. All of a sudden you think, this is it. This is where I belong. I thought that about Bill Gregory. Something you feel it. Come on, have a drink.
No, it's all right, love. I'll go. Try.
Mrs. Tanner?
No! Oh, for heaven's sake, I didn't know it was you.
I saw you outside Rovers. I waited.
Oh, well, you don't want to go creeping like that. People will think you're one of them funny fellas.
Well, there's nothing funny about me. I'm just doing my job.
Look, love, I know you want your rent, but you know and I know that you're not going to get it, right?
They said I was to see you tonight, definite.
Well, now you've seen me. You can go home and put your head down in front of the telly.
Mr. Wilmer says to say that if you don't pay tonight, it's going to the hands of bailiffs.
Oh, he did he?
Well, bailiffs will have your three-piece suite out before you can say knife. I'm only telling you.
Look, lovey, they can bring the civil defence, the fire engine, the WVS Meals on Wheels for all I care.
I'm only trying to save you. Bother, they can sell whatever they take.
Yes, and I'll have a great deal of publicity when I'm dragged out, clutching the arm of my armchair, screaming my head off.
Mrs. Tanner, I've been in this game for 23 years. I've heard all this before, hundreds of times. Big talk.
But you'll still find yourself sitting on bare boards with no television.
Oh, well, you can tell him from me that when he comes with his band of merry men, he'll have to get in first.
Bailiffs always get in. They've never failed yet.
Oh, well, you can tell him that when he comes, Maid Marian will have pulled up the drawbridge and she'll be sitting upstairs with a chip pan of boiling fat.
Right, Mrs. Tanner. You're on.